Welcome to the live Arafine. If I said that right, welcome. Welcome everybody. Welcome in. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. This is gonna be a very interesting, very interesting topic. I got a few videos that I need to show y'all. This is a late live stream. Unusual for me because usually I go live early in the day, but you know, I came across a few trending videos that I definitely need to show y'all. It is a must. And I'm not sure how many of y'all is gonna agree with this foolery, but I'm just gonna warn you, if you do, you're going against the scriptures. If you do, stop saying that you believe in God. Because this is just sick. This is just very sick. So first we gonna start off with a video, right? What science says about give me 1 second, hold on. Between birth and age 5, a child's now, I'm not sure if YouTube is I'm not too sure if YouTube is gonna end up taking this down or whatnot. Because I'm gonna be speaking about children. And I just want to let it be known that y'all, women out there, are very sick. You're very sick. You're very selfish. Okay? The Bible says be fruitful and multiply. You were given the ability to have children, to reproduce, and you don't want to take advantage of that. And don't get me wrong, some people just, it's just that they're not ready because they haven't found the right person. I understand that. But there is women out here that are so selfish that they would refuse to have children for their own personal reasons. Selfish. So the real thing is, the real deal is, a lot of you women are afraid of these children. You are afraid to be a mother. You afraid. I had a woman, shout out to her actually. I had a woman a few days ago who actually wanted me to give her advice on bearing a child because she's ready and she wants to have a child now. And she wants to do it before she turns 40. So I gave her the best advice. I encouraged her, go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? I encouraged her because rightfully so, you should want to have a child when you meet the right person. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these women out here are deciding that they don't want to have kids for their own personal reasons. That is just selfish. And then the ones that do have kids, they can't control them. They don't know what to do. I got a video that y'all need to watch since you don't know how to raise your child anymore. Since you don't understand what to do. Why is my kid acting like this? What's wrong with them? Oh my God. Then the next thing you know, you putting them on freaking medications. Because you don't know how to take care of your child. All of a sudden, something just struck you and it's like, oh my God, I don't know how to be a mother anymore. I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how to be a parent. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So this is my question, right? What do you think is going to happen if you decide, if all of the women across the world decide that they no longer want to bear children anymore? For their own personal reasons, though. It's not because they haven't met the right person. It's literally for their own personal, selfish reasons. So what do you think is going to happen to the world when there is no more children here? No more generations. Like, and I want y'all to stay on topic because we're talking about the topic. Okay? Can you make sure you pin the topic for me? This is sick. These videos that I saw is sick. Me personally, I love having children. And it ain't just with anybody, with my husband, okay? I love the fact that we were able to bear children. I mean, that we were able to conceive children. Y'all don't even know what y'all missing out on. Y'all don't even understand that it is an amazing thing to create a whole nother human being. Y'all don't even understand. That is amazing. It's a gift within itself. Don't get me wrong, life ain't just about being a parent. That is a plus, okay? But a lot of y'all can't handle that plus. That's the thing. You can't handle it. Just like you can't handle the fact that the government shut down, you know, a couple months ago. Yeah, he's gonna kick all of you off-topic people out of this live stream. I cannot wait to show y'all these videos. I gotta get my little talking points on first. And anybody that disagrees with what I'm saying, you know what? Feel free to disagree. But my thing is, anybody that can literally agree with what these women are saying and doing, you are sick. I don't see no men on here, and I don't see no men on here talking about how they hate being fathers. But y'all women sit here and you talk about how men need to be in their children's lives, they're deadbeats, blah, blah. Meanwhile, behind closed doors, you online, on the internet, talking about how much you hate your child. How much you just, you regret being a parent. You regret even being able to have the ability to have children. Y'all listen to these videos. Listen to these videos. And this topic. Anybody that got common sense and anybody that has compassion in their hearts for children, you are going to feel so disheartened by these videos. You are going to feel what I feel. You hear my child in the background? I am grateful to be a mother. Okay, I enjoy every moment of it. The thing is, y'all just don't want to do the, y'all just don't want to do what the scriptures tell you, which is train a child up in the way that they should go. Instead, you run to the psychiatrist and the therapist, and you run to this person, and you run to that person, and then last but not least, when you still can't handle it, you run straight to the internet. And now you can't take it no more. Now you getting it out, and you like, okay, I have a confession. I regret being a mother. I regret it. I wish I had never laid on my back and had children. These kids are driving me insane. I can't take it anymore. Now you looking for advice in the comment section. What do I do when my child is yelling back at me? I can't take it anymore. And then they just want everything. And I can't do this. You realize that 6 years later, 6 years ago, you laid down and you opened your legs and you was pregnant and you was happy. Now you pissed. The thing is, you said take a kid to the pound, get them out of here. And it's like, stop talking about other things other than this topic. We are talking about motherhood declining and these sick, you know what, where's this remote? Because we're going to watch it on the television. Because like I said, my laptop is down. You know, when I seen these videos, I feel for the children. You only had a select few of people with common sense, with common sense in the comment section that was saying, why are y'all posting stuff like this? Y'all don't think y'all children are going to get older and be able to see this? Or you don't think that they can see it right now on the internet? Why are you saying this? You hate your child. The reason why your child is acting the way that they act even more is because they know that you dislike them. They know that they live with someone who's supposed to love them, but instead you dislike them. And y'all wonder why these kids be sitting up here clowning and acting a fool. It's because you're not training them up with love. You sending them out here in the world to learn alone by themselves. Y'all not doing what you're supposed to do, train the child up in the way that they should go. Y'all getting too lazy. And you letting the school system do it. And you letting the neighbors do it. And you letting the police department do it. You letting the psychiatric hospitals do it. Because you hate being a parent. I don't see nothing but women on here complaining and whining. And the sickest part about it is how they have hundreds and thousands of other people that is agreeing with them. The sickest part about it is how they in a comment section talking about how they enjoy every moment of not being able to ever bear a child. This one lady, it was so sick. I read the comment. This lady said she is nearing 80 years old. And she said not one time has any pregnancy touched this body. And I am almost 80. And I am glad that I got all of my tubes removed. Y'all are so sick. Sick. You almost 80 years old. And you didn't want, and you just so arrogant. Not one time has any baby touched this body. And you proud of that? You almost 80 years old. You not only did not have children, but you didn't have grandchildren and great grandchildren. And you don't want that? Yeah, I'm aware. You want to know why? Because it's 60-plus-year-old women out here. 50 and 60-plus-year-old women out here that absolutely hate being grandparents. These children don't have anybody to look up to. The reason why y'all sitting up here complaining about the way the teenagers act, the way the kids act, you think that they're overstimulated and blah, 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 but you keep giving them tablets. You giving them your phone to play with. You buying them this, you're buying them that. You giving them this, you're giving them that. Of course. What do you mean? And then a kid can tell that you really just buying their love because they going to keep asking you for stuff. Mama, can I have? Mama, can I get? Mama, can I have? They're going to show you that they don't, they don't even know what being grateful means because you don't teach them that. You buy them a PS5, next thing you know, they want the new Jordans. They can't get the new Jordans, they flipping out. You said the face that those women said, the fact that those women said this and their kids probably don't know their mothers made videos about how they regret giving them. I feel so bad for these children. They don't know. They don't know that their parents is online talking about how they absolutely dislike their own children. They don't know how their parents is online absolutely regretting giving birth to them. If you having problems with your child, you need to help your child. Nobody else can do it other than you and the father. Stop giving up on y'all kids, man. Mommy. Yes, I see it. Stop giving up on y'all kids, man. These kids, they look up to y'all as their parents. And y'all out here giving up on them. What's up, United States? You giving up on them. I don't know, and then the fact that they were making videos talking about how, they gave birth to one child and it was a dream come true because they've always wanted children. So they gave birth to one child, and then when the baby was a newborn, the baby cried all doggone day. See, these children is born into a world full of sin. You don't think that they're going to, at such young ages, you don't even know why they crying. You don't think that it's a demon trying to bother your child. And another thing, they probably can feel your horrible, bad spirits that you got all up inside you, because a lot of y'all get so frustrated with these little infants when they be crying. It's like you get so frustrated. You don't even try. You just, oh my God, be quiet. Then you think shoving a bottle in their mouth is gonna work. Like, the fact that, and then she said, the lady said that her baby was colicky, which I understand because I had a colicky child. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no joke, but guess what? I had the help and the support, which was my husband. And we were a team doing it. And then, it's just so, and then when we started to use the white noise, the shower, you know what I'm saying? The showers running noise or whatever, that helped so much. It helped. It helped the baby to sleep. It helps the babies to sleep. The vacuum noises, and y'all don't even try to look into that. If you ask me, y'all will be ready to put your babies on medications because you think something wrong with the baby. No, it's something wrong with you. Y'all want children, and then when you have children, you give up. Then the audacity, she complained. She said that her baby got older, and then the baby was good for a good 2 years. They ain't had no problems. And then like the 3rd year, that's when the baby just start acting all wild and they don't understand what's going on. And, she said that she fell into a deep depression and she was just, ready to pull her hair out. The fact that y'all really come online saying these things is diabolical. It's diabolical. Then what do you expect me to say? You expect me to be like, oh my God, I feel for you. No, I feel for your child. Because that is a child, and you can't handle your child. You can't handle it. She said that her and her husband decided that they didn't want any more children. But their family convinced them. She said, my family convinced me to have more children. So me and my husband, we went for it, And, everything went good. The birth went good. Our child, everything went good. And then all of a sudden, we have 2 children now that are driving us insane. You mean driving you insane? Because evidently you the only one coming online talking about how you dislike being a mother. Well, and then they kill me when they say, oh, I would never, harm my children. I would, I don't regret my children. This is what they say. I don't regret my children. You don't regret your child, but you online talking about how you hate being a parent. You don't regret your child, but you talking about your child to the world. Yeah. What's up, Anthony? Yeah. I mean, if you don't want to hear what I'm talking about, you could simply just get up out of here. But first of all, I want to start off playing this video, and I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about this video before I play the clips of how these women are out here talking about how they hate being a parent, they hate children, they don't want kids. Y'all, the comment section is full of evil, hateful women. Thousands of evil, hateful women talking about how they are glad they don't have children. I can't believe this. And then y'all sit up here and y'all talk about these men. Talk about the men though. So I'm telling y'all, a lot of these women out here, they get pregnant really just so they can be able to file a child on their taxes. They need extra money. They know the benefits of having a child. So that's why some of them do have children. Some of them know that they can reap the benefits from the government if they give birth to children. Anthony, you good? We just ask that people be very detailed, because we get a lot of people that come in here and they get kicked out. I'm just saying. People get kicked out for saying certain things because they're not making things clear. They're not making things clear on their own. So, anyway, let me flip the camera, y'all. Oh, hold on. All right. Give me 1 second.
The thing you can offer a child isn't a toy, a gadget, or something wrapped in a box. It's the opportunity to grow into a capable, confident human being. Many parents today notice that children are struggling with imagination, attention, and emotional strength. But what if the issue isn't that children have too little stimulation? What if it's that they have far too much? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear may completely transform the way you approach raising a child under the age of 5. As a child psychologist, I want to begin with an important reassurance. Buying toys does not make you a bad parent. It makes you a loving one. You care deeply, and you are doing your best. But while love is essential, love alone doesn't shape the developing brain. The brain grows through experience. And during the early years, especially before age 5, the most powerful tools for development are not toys at all. They are something much deeper. Something earlier generations of children had plenty of, and something today's children are slowly losing. A look back at childhood. Let's step back in time for a moment. Children once grew up without electronic toys, without flashing lights, batteries, sound effects, or talking dolls. Yet many of those children developed remarkable creativity, emotional resilience,
Yes,
strong social skills, and independence. They made play out of whatever they found. A stick became a car, stones became food, mud turned into buildings, empty tins became musical instruments. They didn't wait for someone or something to entertain them. They invented their own fun. This isn't simply romanticizing the past. It's supported by neuroscience. What science says about early development. Between birth and age 5, a child's brain is developing at an extraordinary rate, forming more than 1 million neural connections every single second. During this window, the brain is shaped not by instruction or stimulation alone, but by exploration and play. Research in developmental psychology consistently shows that children learn best through unstructured, imaginative, self-directed play.
yes, they do.
This type of play has no fixed outcome. There are no instructions to follow and no right way to do it. The child leads, and the adult observes rather than directs. Many modern toys do the opposite. They tell children exactly what to do, how to play, and when they've succeeded. They reduce imagination and replace thinking with button pressing. But the developing brain needs freedom, uncertainty, and choice in order to grow. What to give instead of more toys? So if toys aren't the priority, what should parents offer instead? The answer is simpler than most people expect. Instead of focusing on toys, Focus on giving your child these 5 essential things. First, space. Children need room to explore freely. This doesn't mean a perfectly decorated playroom. It means safe, flexible spaces, a corner of a room, a mat on the floor, a backyard,
Yes.
or even an open patch of carpet. Space sends a powerful message.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Our daughter is a very, very creative child. She really don't care for toys. She shows us that she doesn't care for toys because she don't even like to play with the toys she got. You know, she likes to run around. She likes to dance. She will tell us that she wants to dance. You know, every now and then she likes to play with her toys. She is one of those babies that is those toddlers that's growing to want to do just straight activity, physical activity. She want to run, jump. That's all. She don't really care for toys. And y'all got to understand that with a lot of these kids, they basically showing you that they don't really care for the tablet. They don't really care for watching TV. They don't care for toys. They only have to care for it because you introduce them to it. Other than that, you know, if they didn't have those things, you would have to really make it work and allow them to use their imagination. And that's what we do a lot. You know, we allow her to use her imagination and she does it really well. Just like how we were growing up, you know. You said a lot of these dudes just skip out on the primary responsibility and that's costly. You know?
To the brain. You are allowed to try. Second, time. Children need uninterrupted time that isn't filled with schedules, lessons, or constant direction. Boredom is not something to fear. In fact, boredom is often the starting point of creativity.
Definitely.
When a child says, "I'm bored," their mind is preparing to imagine,
Yes,
invent, and problem solve. Third, open-ended materials. Instead of expensive toys, offer everyday objects with no rules.
Yep.
Attached boxes.
Come on now, that's what we're
scarves.
doing right now. And it's crazy because we didn't even, this is my first time watching this video with y'all live. So our daughter's literally playing with a box right now. She would prefer playing with a box, an empty box, over playing with her toys. She don't care for those toys. Literally. I promise you that's all these kids is trying to tell y'all. They don't care for those things. It's just that you introduce them to it and you force them to love it. Real talk. And then when you, don't get me wrong, when you introduce them to it, some of them, they actually grow to really like it because it's very, you know, amazing to them. You know, a toy that lights up or a tablet, you know, of course. But some of y'all force it on y'all kids, especially if your child don't even care for the tablet. You like, here, get this tablet and get out my face. And then you wonder why they keep running in your room. Mommy, mommy, they want you. They want to spend time with you. Your child is expecting you to love on them. Instead, you want the tablet to do it.
Wooden spoons, old clothes.
Oh my
plastic
goodness.
containers.
She loves playing with clothes. She loves playing with clothes. Jumping in the clothes. You know, I just, you know, and this is exactly why we just help her. We get her to help us, you know, with laundry and stuff. She loves doing it because she loves separating the clothes and jumping around in the clothes. That, like, she is a very creative child. And y'all don't understand that children are creative. And I was just talking to a guy about this yesterday. You know, I was just talking to a guy about this yesterday. And he works with children. And he was saying that a lot of the kids that he work with, you know, they are literally so overstimulated by technology. He said they really barely know how to read. They barely know how to write because they use their fingers to type all day. They're typing, they doing their homework on tablets, on computers, laptops, whatever you want to call it. Things is just not the same like how it used to be. Hey, Tina, welcome. Welcome. You came, we are 32 minutes in. You came in at the right time. This is a very interesting video. And, you know, look, I don't want to shame women who, you know, see this video and then they think about changing their mind. If you change your mind, you know, and you want to have children, hey, I encourage you to do it. I encourage you to do it. If you see these videos and you say, you know what, starting today, I changed my mind. I do want to have children. I do want to enjoy being a mother. I do want to enjoy motherhood. Y'all don't understand, these kids are only overstimulated by everything because you keep giving them everything. You're not allowing them to be able to use their imagination.
Paper and crayons. These items don't dictate how they should be used, and that's exactly why they're so powerful. Fourth, trust. Allow your child to struggle in safe ways. Let them try, fail, and try again.
Yes.
Resist the urge to step in immediately. Each time you pause, you send a message. I believe in you. Over time,
you can do
that
it.
belief becomes confidence. Fifth, your presence. Children don't need constant entertainment. They need emotional security. Sit nearby. Watch quietly. Smile. Respond when invited into their play. Your calm presence helps regulate their nervous system and builds a secure attachment that supports lifelong emotional health.
For real.
Skills that last a lifetime. This kind of childhood lays the foundation for adults who think independently, solve problems creatively, and adapt to challenges with confidence. These children grow into people who regulate their emotions, trust their ideas, and take initiative. They don't wait to be told what to do, they create solutions. They don't just consume, they contribute. A message for modern parents. You don't need more toys. You don't need the latest trends. You don't need to compete with other families. What you do need is the courage to slow down in a fast, overstimulated world. The most powerful childhoods are often quiet. They are filled with curiosity instead of noise, imagination instead of instruction, freedom instead of control. So instead of asking, what toy should I buy my child next? Try asking, what kind of adult am I helping to shape? When you give your child space, time, trust, and the freedom to play, you're doing more than raising a child.
Yes.
You're nurturing a thinker, a creator, and a resilient human being. Toys may hold a child's attention for a few minutes. Freedom and imagination shape them for a lifetime. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe for more parenting insights, and share it with another parent who might need to hear it. Because the future doesn't begin in toy stores, it begins on the floor with imagination.
With imagination. There you go. All right. So I hope y'all, come on, man, let's go. I hope y'all heard that. And I want y'all to take that, take that, please. These kids need to use their imagination.
What science says about early development?
We are actually growing to understand our child more and more and more the more that she develops. We learn that she literally does not care for toys. She just really don't care. She likes to run around and play with her shadow. You know what I'm saying? She like to spin around. She asked me to dance with her. I mean, and I'll be looking like, dang, you don't want to play with your toys? But okay, I understand. It's because she needs to use her imagination. It is helping to shape them. For real. And most importantly, let's not forget, train a child up in a way that they should go so they won't depart from it. So anyway, let's go to, these videos that I had to save. I'm trying to see which one I want to start with. This is just diabolical. So these videos that I'm about to share with y'all is, like I said, if you got a big heart for kids, you're going to really dislike that these women said stuff like this. This is crazy. So the name of this channel is Child Free LT. And the title is Having Kids is the Biggest Regret of My Life. Oh my goodness. And so she's reading stories. She's reading stories that was sent to her. You know, they want her to read these stories out loud to her subscribers. So this is crazy.
Children is the biggest regret of my life. I'm a 38-year-old woman in a loving, long-term marriage. My husband and I always thought we wanted kids. We were stable, building our home, both in full-time work. So when I accidentally fell pregnant with our son, we told ourselves this was the right time. We had the house, the jobs, the commitment. This was the next box to tick, right? We decided to go ahead with the pregnancy. The birth was traumatic, and those first months were rough. He was a difficult baby, and I struggled to adjust to motherhood, but eventually things started to settle. I even managed to start freelancing, which gave me some flexibility. When our son was 10 months old, I found out I was pregnant again, 2 under 2. I was hesitant because I knew how much I had struggled the first time, but my husband had always wanted 2 kids. I told myself, let's just get it over with. A few hard years and then
You know what, y'all? Okay, so I want to show y'all the real deal, okay? Is this it? Yeah, this. Let me go to the actual videos of these women saying this stuff.
And I can clean myself. But for now, I live with huge regret. I 100% regret becoming a mom, and that is completely normal to feel. It is not normal for our bodies to get 2 hours of sleep a night. It is not healthy for our minds to get 2 hours of sleep a night. This week I was so desperate to get some sleep, I let my 14-year-old neighbor watch my newborn. Don't worry, he has one of
Your
those
14-year-old neighbor. So she was so desperate to get sleep that she let her 14, do you hear this? She let her 14-year-old neighbor watch her newborn. What's wrong with you, ma'am? What's wrong with you?
So he was totally fine. I had everything that happened logged on my app. But my body was just shutting down, and that's not healthy for the baby. That's not healthy for me. That's not healthy for my husband. So I don't know if you moms would let your 14-year-old neighbor watch your newborn, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Nah, I'm not about to let my 14-year-old neighbor watch my newborn and my husband in the house with me. We a team. We in this. We created this child, and we got to take care of this child together. I'm not about to put my responsibility on my 14-year-old neighbor. No, you're insane.
Judge me if you want, but one thing I will definitely say is me regretting having kids so young. Got pregnant at 20, and I'm 23 now. I've not experienced life yet. Now, don't get those panties in the wall. I love my child. And
can't tell.
My child will forever be taken care of.
Can't tell. You online talking about your child, talking about how you regret having a child. You regret having a child.
But if I could go back in time, I would definitely lay out a second, and I definitely would have taken a double look on who I was having a kid with. I wasn't married. The relationship wasn't the best. And I think I would have been preferred to have a husband rather than a boyfriend. And just like set my life up. I mean, I wish I was financially stable. I'm not struggling for anything. But I'm 23.
So what you complaining about?
Y'all are thinking about having a kid young. I would definitely advise against it.
Why is you gonna? If a person that wants to have a child young at the age of 20, let them do it. What are you trying to advise them not to do it for? If that's their choice, let them go ahead and do it. You basically are saying that you regret having a child for your own personal reasons. And it just sounds like selfish reasons. You just said that you financially stable and you got the finances. So what's the problem? Because a lot of y'all women keep using that as the excuse too. They say children are expensive. Not really. Not really. To be honest, it's just really what you keep purchasing, what you keep buying. They grow, of course. We do too. When we grow, we gotta buy ourselves some new clothes, new shoes. Kids grow, you gotta buy them some new clothes, new shoes. Simple as that. So how they expensive? You know, before they go into underwear, they wear diapers and pull-ups. You had to do the same thing when you was a child as well. So I mean, like, help me understand. You said these women just sick of their lives all the way. Exactly. Hate to say it, just imagine how they would be if it wasn't the internet around. Jesus Christ. Man.
It's a huge responsibility that most people don't even realize. And as a woman, most of that responsibility is falling onto your lap. So just think twice. That's all I've got to say. Bye. Love ya.
Evil as ever.
To read than others, and this is
So I just want to show y'all the clips of the women. You know. Let me see. Do she got any more clips? Oh, yeah. Here you go. I don't know if that was a woman or...
If I didn't have kids. In this life, I am mom.
Y'all made motherhood look like a struggle. And now that nobody wants to have kids, y'all are mad. Bitch, you made it look like everybody was miserable, so why are you mad now? Why would they want to do it if you look satisfied?
Didn't know she was gonna cuss, so forgive me.
Children, you don't have to have them. A lady made a tweet, and isn't that the start of all great stories? To be honest with you, I'm surprised she kept it up as long as she did. This is the tweet. I hate being a mother. It's one of my biggest regrets, and nobody can convince me that it's worth it, ever. That's what she said. Initial thoughts. So your initial thoughts. My initial thoughts, yikes, someone call RSPCC, we need to get the child out of there. Then I realised,
I'm just
you
saying.
do not like doing something, and still like the thing that you're doing. So I hate babysitting. I'm not going to hurt my bloody cousin, am I? So I got where she was coming from, and I guess it's her right to be open and honest. My thing is, I just wouldn't say that. She lives in South Africa, so it's different, but the people agreeing with her, a lot of them live in the West. Obviously there are reasons why you end up with a baby that you don't want. But for the people who sat down and said, yeah, I'm going to have a child, only to regret it after, I just don't get it. Back in the day, of course I got it, and even now in other parts of the world, because it's such a taboo not to have children. But the girl of the list, for goodness sake, we know how difficult having children is. So if you don't want to do it, why are you doing it?
Exactly.
And if you've made that decision, why are you telling the world that you regret it? Why? You think that's not going to get back to the child somehow? Of course it is. Everything goes back to everyone. It's the internet. Listen, we can talk about this for ages. All I want you guys to know is that you do not have to have children. You don't have to get married. You don't have to do anything you don't have to do. You
Right.
Don't. You don't. Forget society. What is life isn't even real. We're on a spinning rock. A wet spinning rock. Floating, flying through the sky. Don't do what you don't want to do. And I don't mind people making mistakes.
Life is real, though.
Children, that's when I take it personally.
This woman just said life ain't real. We just on the spinning rock. No, life is real. Your life is real. You know? Every day you wake up, it's real. You're here. You know? So deal with it. What you gonna say? No, I'm not gonna deal with that. Oh, well, you know what that means.
There's no need to bring a child into the world if you do not want to. Again, let me say, I'm not talking about the people who are forced to have children. If you want to bring that up in the comments, knock yourself out. There is no need to have a child if you're not 100% definitely sure you want one. And I don't know, apparently it's a case of you never know how bad it is. I know people tell you it's bad, but you never know how bad it is until you actually do it. Guys, do you want to stay up all night for the first year? Yes or no? It can't actually be that difficult. Do you want to be responsible for someone for the rest of your life? Yes or no? How does that change from before you have the child to after you have the child? Oh, I didn't realise how difficult it was. Having a child is a big deal. Ask yourself if you want to have low-level anxiety every single day for the rest of your life. Because a part of you is just out there in the world, you don't know what's happening. If you don't want that, do not have children. But this whole, I wasn't sure, no one told me, or I didn't think it would be this, come on. Come on. Come on. I didn't believe you. You didn't figure out that you're going to have to wake up early and to make lunch and take them to parties and talk to them and play games. Come on, like, you've all interacted with children. I can't feel sorry for you. Children can tell, even if you think they're stupid. They can tell if you're not the reason they grieve.
Exactly.
You deserve to have parents who would die, literally die, if they didn't have them. There's some people on this planet who would explode into a million pieces if they didn't have the opportunity of having children. Why can't we leave the childbearing to them? Why? Why is this a human right? Why are we so comfortable just telling people that having children is a rite of passage? That you should have them if you don't mind. You should only not have them if you hate kids and you're going to put them up. If you're why not? That's good enough to have children. It's not. I'm telling you right now. If you didn't know before, I'm telling you right now. It's not. You need to want them. If you don't mind having them, do not have them. How is a parent who is on the fence about having children going to react to a child who is gay or depressed or disabled versus a parent who's always wanted one? You guys aren't going to listen to me, but it's for your own good, really. But most importantly, because who cares about you, it's for the children's good. If you know you'll be just as happy with a pet, have the pet. Leave the unborn, uncreated children alone. Leave them alone. Creating them for what? So you can say, oh, look at my child. And now you're coming to Twitter. Again, for people who are choosing to have children and they're in the West, and I should add on actually another disclaimer. Even if you are in the West, obviously you still can be from very strict cultures and blah blah blah. So people who are free of all that, this is who this video is aimed at. Okay? So don't take offense if you don't have a choice. If you do have a choice and you're the wrong choice, it's not too late. Unless you're, I don't know, how many weeks?
Because I separated and took the time to crush it. So that would be the ice I was asking about. Don't say you would do nothing because I'm still waiting for that. Yeah. You recorded me, bitch, about ice?
Seems to me that a lot of people with kids secretly wish they never had kids. They never say it, they'll never admit it. But I actually genuinely think that's true. I think in years past, people just worked on the assumption that they were going to have kids without really thinking it through. I don't give a fuck whether you have kids or not. I just think that people should think it through and decide what they want and not face any sort of prejudice for the decision either way. People should be able to just do what they want as long as they're not hurting anyone. But I genuinely believe like there's a lot of people that are like, fuck, I didn't realise you could just not have
He
kids.
cussing
But
too
I
much,
really
bro.
genuinely think that. And that means that a lot of people are in denial about it, and then they'll be a dick to you because they have kids. And inside, they're like, fuck. But they might not even realise that.
I'm 39. I have 3 kids. I regret one of them. My 2 oldest are teenagers. I had them young. No regrets. They're good kids. I like being their mom.
You
My
steady
youngest is
saying
4.
no
She makes everything
regrets.
hard.
You're steady saying no regrets, but yet and still y'all online talking about y'all regret being parents though. Like, man.
I have a quick question. How come nobody talks about the regret you feel when you had a child with someone who you absolutely shouldn't have? And so because you got it wrong the first time, there's no way that you would...
What nobody really talks about is it's the journey. It's the journey, not the destination. Your life is your journey. Yeah, you said they going against God. Yes. Real talk. Because to be honest, your only reasoning for not, wanting to have a child at this moment right now is the fact that you didn't find the right person to have a child with. You want kids, but you just waiting for the right person, to have a child with. I could understand that. I don't understand the part where you actually get pregnant, you have a child, and then you turn around and regret it years later down the line. I don't understand. I don't understand the part where y'all say that y'all kids driving y'all so insane that you regret being a mother. I don't understand the part when, you just you steady talking to the camera, but yet and still your child screaming for you in the background, but you giving the camera so much attention because you like, man, I regret being a parent. Do your kid hear that? I wonder, do they hear you saying that?
arbitrarily because the thought of you having 2 children by 2 different men makes you sick to your freaking stomach. And so now your child has been known a job forever. And so you're all they've got. So if something happens to you, your child has nobody.
What?
Because you made a mistake the first time.
A mistake? So your child is a mistake. I'm tired of these women talking about, I made a mistake and I made a mistake and I got pregnant, but yet and still you say that you don't regret your child and you say that, And if a person tell you, so is you saying that your child is a mistake, you're gonna say no, but you just said that you made a mistake and got pregnant. So is your child a mistake or not?
I am so stressed out and exhausted. I shouldn't have had so many children. This was a mistake. And you decided this would be good information to share with me? One of your children? Well, who else am I supposed to vent to? I don't know, literally anyone else, your spouse, your adult friends, a good therapist, literally anyone but the children you regret having. We're like the only ones in the world who definitely shouldn't be having to hear this. Well, maybe you should have to hear it, because it's your fault I'm stuck cooped up here all day with you, with no one else to talk to.
Wow.
No, it's definitely not my fault. I never asked to be born, and I shouldn't have to sit here and listen to my parent telling me they wish I wasn't.
Exactly.
Come on, I don't wish you weren't born. You know I didn't mean it like that.
Nah, you meant it.
How am I supposed to understand that? I'm a kid. All I hear is my parents saying that it's my fault they're miserable and they wish I didn't exist.
Come on,
and now
man.
I'm going to carry that with me for the rest of my life.
Wow. Nailed it.
Okay, so me and my husband was just talking about this, but I genuinely cannot see myself having any more kids. Well, and we only have 2. And the reason why I say that is because there's only
Okay, is this a new? Oh no, it's not.
2 parents, right? That third child. Now, who's gonna be in charge of that child? Obviously you, but it's almost like now it becomes an even bigger strain because there's 2 to 1. Well, there'll always be 2 to 1, 3 to 1, 3 to 2. You will always be outnumbered. And so I just think that, especially if you are a person or a couple that loves to go, that loves to move around whenever you want to it through. And hey, you can take this how you want to, I'm not saying that if you have more kids, it's terrible for you, but I'm also saying that it's going to be a bigger and greater strain and a bigger obligation to get people to watch your kids or to get people to...
Guess what, ma'am? I don't care for anybody watching my kids. I don't want no spiritually dead, unstable creatures around my children. So I don't care for anybody watching my kids other than myself and their father. Okay? Y'all be worried about the wrong stuff. Sitting here contemplating as to why y'all not going to have more children in the most selfish ways, though. In the most selfish ways.
Step in for you because it's too many.
It's too many.
One.
Let me tell y'all something about a lot of black women, okay? And I'm going to say black women because, the majority of my family, everybody is black women. You know what they told me when I was on my 3rd child? They said I need to get my tubes tied. They said I needed, matter of fact, it was after my 2nd child. They told me that I need to get my tubes tied. They told me that I need to stop having children. I said, why? It's not your body. Why are you worried about what I do? They said because it's just too many kids. This is what they say. It's too many. And you ain't taking care of them. You ain't gonna watch them. If I call you for help, you know where to be found. What I do with my body is my business. People be really trying to monitor what you do with your body. How many children you have. Y'all just weird. That's all. And then it's the fact that, they say stuff like, I could never. Okay, of course you could never. Because a lot of y'all really are weak-minded, to be honest. And y'all will let y'all children run y'all in the ground. Y'all children run y'all households. But y'all get online and y'all talk about, I regret having it. It's because your child probably running your household.
2 is just enough. I'm trying to tell you, especially in this economy now. Of course, I can't tell you how many kids to have. I'm not even trying to tell you how many kids to have. What I'm saying is, I can't see myself starting over at 30, 31, 32, 33.
Girl, bye. Oh my God. Y'all are so childish and immature. Like I said, I had a woman who was older than me, but she's not even 40 yet, but she's older than me, okay? She close to 40. She asked me, about having she's ready because she's about to get ready and get married soon. She asked me about having a child because she wants to have a child. She wants to prepare her body for it. She's ready and she want to have more children. Okay? And guess what? She almost 40. You talking about, I can never see myself starting over again. Okay, that's you. It's their body. They got with who they got with. They ready to have a child and bring a child into this world. It's not y'all concern. Why are y'all worried about how many children a woman can bear? Just because you got 2 little rugrats running around your household, running you through the ground. You worried about how and why women are out here giving birth to 12 children. Not literally giving birth to 12 children at once, but you know what I mean. You wondering why she's a mother of 12. Why is she a mother of 8? Why is she a mother of 7? I could never. I got my one child and that is it. Okay. And you got your birth control and you got your tools tied, burnt to the side and laid and fried and all of that. You know, you got all of that. You got whatever you need. So don't worry about the next person. If you want to stop having children for your own selfish reasons, that's on you.
Like, huh? I'm supposed to be in Turks and Caicos, in Maldives, you know, even with my kids, that's 6 and 12, you know. I'm not supposed to be in the newborn stages, fighting my husband, you know, trying to survive newborn lives. You know,
y'all,
is so much. So
Jesus Christ.
I will forever be 2 and through unless God just miraculously
does
something different.
Right.
And God would have to do that.
Right. And God would have to do that. Right.
I cannot have any more kids. Like,
right.
Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, I cannot take on any more kids.
Man, this is sick. This is sick. This is sick. This is sick. Okay? Because y'all, the truth is y'all are weak-minded. You can't handle children because you don't know how to train them up in a way that they should go so they won't depart. You don't know.
Medication you can think of. I have never stopped going to therapy.
Man, this is crazy.
EMDR.
You said unless God gives me some sort of miracle. Okay, see, this is exactly why y'all got to watch what y'all say too. Watch your mouths, you know what I'm saying? Because you could turn around and be one of those women that's pregnant with triplets. You would be pregnant with triplets. You would be sitting up here talking about how you would never have another child again. Then you would be pregnant with twins or triplets. Then what? Then what you gonna do? Man, they can't control themselves. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. So anyway, we're gonna go to 2 more videos. All right. One of the videos that I'm about to play is 12 minutes. The other one is 11 minutes. We're gonna get these videos done out the way. We're gonna get the message through, and then we're gone. I cannot believe this is sick. It's just sick, man. And I just had to bring this to the light because I keep seeing it in my algorithm. And I say, okay, they're giving me something to really, really put out there and talk about. They're really, you know, I got to get this out here because I can almost guarantee you with all the distractions in the world, nobody knows that these women are online saying these things. Uh-oh, did I?
Can we start wooing these ladies? Like, maybe it'll make... Instead of...
Vernisha says the scripture is about training up a child in Christ so that they won't stray from him. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, Vernisha. That's exactly what we're doing with our child. We introduce her to God. We introduce her to godly cartoons. All she does is when she does watch television, she watch godly cartoons. And that's only when she does have the ability to watch TV. Other than that, we pray over her day and night. She prays with us. She says amen. She knows when it's prayer time. You know what I'm saying? We love on her. Man. You said the Bible also says don't irritate your kids. Yeah, you know, fathers don't provoke your children, and that's exactly what it says. And it's like women are provoking their children. Yes. Absolutely. For sure. See, the thing is, when you train a child up in Christ, right? When you train a child up in Christ, you're gonna raise an amazing generation of children. I'm telling you. But y'all giving up. Because the thing is, a lot of y'all spiritually dead, raising spiritually dead babies. That's the truth. Raising demon babies from hell. Okay? The black mom and black daughter discuss. Yes, Vernisha. Yes. See, what I don't know what you trying to say, but what I would say with that is a lot of black women that are mothers, they are very toxic. Very toxic. They hate their daughters. They're jealous of their daughters. They don't want better for their daughters. They don't want to be grandmas. They want to be grandmas. They evil. Flat out. 50, 60 plus year old women wanting to go on vacations and trips into the, Bahamas and stuff with their friends because they don't want to be a grandparent. They don't even want to be around their grandchildren. As a matter of fact, they tell their daughters, their adult daughters, stop having kids. Right? Exactly. So we're going to go ahead and play this video. Vernisha, welcome to the live stream, by the way. We got another video to play after this one. I had to get this out here. Because this is the fact that I couldn't ignore this. I had to bring this to the light. I keep seeing this in my algorithm and I say, you know what? Okay. I don't care how late it is. I'm going to go live and I got to talk about this. Because nobody knows how evil these women truly are. Straight up.
Congratulating women for laying on their backs and getting pregnant.
She said, stop congratulating women for laying on their backs and getting pregnant. As if, bringing a new life into this world is just such a horrible thing. It's such a horrible thing. Now, I can get, stop congratulating women that just want to be a baby mama. They don't want nothing. They don't want to be a wife. They just want to be a baby mama. Stop congratulating women that keep laying on their backs, getting pregnant by multiple different men. I can understand that. But what you saying here, ma'am, is stop congratulating women for bringing kids into this world. You got to understand something. A woman that is able to bear a child, bring a child into this world, a woman that is of God, a godly woman, a virtuous woman that gets pregnant is going to bring an amazing child into this world. She's going to train that child up in a way that he or she should go so they won't depart from Christ, for sure. She's going to train that child up correctly. She's going to pray over her child. You know what I'm saying? And the father is too, if the father is involved. They're going to raise an amazing generation of children in this evil world that we live in. You got to have strength to do that, though. Mommy. Hi.
Mommy. Great thing in life. Instead of congratulating them, can we start booing these ladies? Like, maybe it'll make
she said boo.
Women change their mind. Like, instead of collectively coming together, congratulating them in the comment sections, like it's like they've made such a big accomplishment in life and they've done the easiest thing possible, which is to lay on their backs and let a man breathe heavy on top of them and pound them like they're some type of donkey.
You see what I'm saying? Hold on, so we're gonna pause it right here.
Just come together.
Okay, so
in the comments and start booing them.
So okay, y'all, I'm gonna be pausing this, man, because it's just what she's saying. See, the thing is, this is exactly what I just said. This is what they do, especially black women. They monitor your body. They worried about what you doing in the bedroom. They worried about how you opening up your legs, what position you doing. Let's be 100. Y'all are sick. That's what y'all think about. You thinking about how he done flipped you over to the side, how the man flipped the woman over to the side, and how they was able to, bear a child, how she was able to bear a child. You literally, y'all be thinking so nasty though. That's what you really concerned about. You hear her? Okay, am I wrong? Do you hear this woman? And what she's saying? Yes, that baby is crying.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be okay. She talking about the little cartoon baby. Okay, move back from the television, okay?
No.
Yeah. We can't have you that close.
And like, boo. Like, can we just do that, please?
Oh, gosh. Sick.
Hey, I'm the Sovereign Woman and welcome back to my channel. So, as you can see by the title and from that first video, we are...
Oh, okay, let me say this YouTuber's name. Her name is the Sovereign Woman on YouTube, and this is, you know, her video, obviously, that she put together, so I don't want to take no credit for that. I kind of do want to hear what she got to say, though.
Not giving birth in 2026 or really ever. We will not get pregnant. We will not bring kids into this world. We will keep contributing to the declining birth rate. That's what we're doing. So for those of you who are going to get triggered by these stitches that I put together, I don't know, go call that Reverend, go pray, click off, come back on the next video. I don't know what to tell you. But we will not.
Wow.
Be giving birth. We're not going to baby showers.
We're not what?
Giving pregnancy gifts. We don't give a damn about no gender.
Hold on. Okay, so this lady, the Sovereign Woman on YouTube, y'all go follow her if you want to. But basically, she is encouraging y'all women to not get pregnant in 2026. How sick. They got women on these YouTube channels that are very evil. And y'all don't even know until they start bringing up topics like this. You know what? 2025, quote unquote, 2025 had showed us already that people had hardened hearts when Charlie Kirk got killed on camera. Okay? My thing is, I didn't know the man. I've never seen his videos until I started hearing about him. But the one thing that I can say is, it does not matter what a person said. You know, what a person said, though. That should not want, you should not want to be happy and glorify their death, okay? That's number one. That's not what we supposed to do. We all created in the image of God. So when you mock somebody's death, you mocking God. That's the truth. You can lead the streams if you want to. It's the truth. The fact that y'all literally are so wicked and evil to the point where you sitting up here talking about, we will not, you know, man. You said, my thing is, man, I'll get called a deadbeat father when these mothers are exposing that they hate their children. Right, that's the thing. And these women are deadbeat mothers, but that don't get talked about. You are a deadbeat mother. You don't even love on your child. Say these women finna try to become men or something, like what's next? Yes, they already, trust me, they feel like they are who run the world girls. Ain't that what Beyonce said?
Revealed, especially if you find out you're having a boy. We ain't doing none of that. There is no legitimate reason to be bringing children into this world at this time, in this section in human history.
Bro, if a person wants to get pregnant and bring a child into this world, that is their decision. How you gonna get mad because somebody want to bring a child into the world? I don't understand how these women can really get pregnant, and it's the hell that's because that's what you're going through. That's what you're dealing with. You're fighting battles. You fighting demons every day, all because you don't get paid that much. You fighting demons every day, all because you can't keep your fridge stocked. You are just ungrateful. You ungrateful, and it's homeless people sleeping out here on the streets that wish that they could have a bed to sleep in, and y'all be so ungrateful, complaining all day long, every day. And you get mad at somebody for wanting to bring a child into the world.
Those people are broke. The economy is bad. The men have not been mening. You're going to be a single mother. There's really just no legitimate reason to be doing this shit going into 2026 and beyond. But if you're going to get triggered,
Click off. I'm gonna go ahead and get into these pictures. I will.
Oh no, sweetheart, I ain't gonna get triggered. Sovereign woman.
I don't
I'm gonna be honest with you. Sovereign woman. I ain't gonna get triggered. You know, so I'm not gonna tag your name or nothing. But I'm gonna be 100. I'm not gonna get triggered. The thing is, I'm just gonna expose you women. That's all. You're just gonna get exposed. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a trigger moment for me. The thing is, it's the fact that you women are trying to show how you deserve to be treated like a wife and a trophy, but you hate children. What if that man that you would want to have kids?
Let's see announcements in 2026. Full stop to the sentence. I can't think of any logical reason that anybody should be getting pregnant in 2026 in the climate that we're living in today. Okay?
And it's black women.
Okay?
Black women.
They'll let you down that table. Ladies, it's not safe out here. And some of these...
You saying they'll let you down that table. Man. You know what's crazy? It's the fact that they are, manifesting these things. They're witches. That's the thing. They witches and they manifest the negativity on you. You said, I'm sure you ladies will be triggered from the truth. Exactly. I don't believe they can see outside. They don't understand it yet because they too trapped in themselves. They're too deep into themselves.
Men who convincing y'all to have a baby with them, their bloodline needs to die. It needs to end with you. The foolishness needs to stop. Okay? There's something to be said about survival of the fittest. There's something to be said about natural selection. And some of these men, their bloodline don't need to continue on no further. Okay? Honestly, children are not a blessing. And this is a flaw in theology. If y'all didn't keep thinking children was a blessing, y'all wouldn't keep justifying having them because you think you're only created to have children. And some of y'all were only created because your parents were horny. And this is why not smart people have the most kids. Because when you're smart, you recognize, hey, maybe we should plan.
Hold on. Do me a favor. Post Genesis chapter 1 verse 28. I think they got it twisted. Post Genesis chapter 1 verse 28. I think they got it twisted.
This so that we're effectively prepared. But no, not smart people just, it just happened. I guess we'll go with it. And that's why there's a lot more not smart people than smart people, because smart people stop having them. We don't need a literal.
No, actually, the people that you believe are smart people are actually dumb. Just dumb and dumbed down. Dumb, and dumber. Okay? Because, see, the thing is, y'all don't put the scriptures into this at all. You just going off of your emotions. We just got a society full of people that live off of straight emotions, bro. Emotional people. Narcissistic people. Demonic people. Exactly. You see, exactly my point. So children ain't a blessing. So you ain't either. You ain't either then. If children ain't a blessing, then you not either. Because you were once a child. Remember that. And God blessed them. And God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air. And over, okay, he's about to post the rest of it. Genesis chapter 1 verse 28 is what he's posting. Y'all is just so sick in the minds that it don't make no sense. America is a very sick, evil, wicked country that hates children, that eat children, that kill children. Y'all hate children. And the evilest part about it, the most scariest part about it is a lot of these children out here, shout out to CPS, a lot of these children out here, shout out to DCFS, because y'all are watching what y'all need to go handle right now. These women out here that actually got kids, you need to go take them kids from them. They don't want them. They basically letting you know that right now. So I just wanted to let that be known. But yet and still, y'all out here, dipping and dabbing into households where, children are being raised up correctly with love. You trying to intrude on their lives and make their lives a living hell. But yet and still, you got the women online letting you know out their own mouths that they hate being a mother. That they hate being a mother. That they wish that they never did it. Okay? And they got the kids running around in their houses. Now, the scariest part about this is the fact that these children are sleeping in the same household with these monsters. Okay? These monsters that they call their mothers. You said, and over every living thing that moveth, it facts. Man.
Your offspring out here mucking up the dating pool and fucking up our economy. Okay, let's just stop. Enough is a damn enough. Full stop. I don't want to see no pregnancy deaths in 2026. This is not the time nor the place.
Okay, well, close your eyes then. Close your eyes then. And you know what?
Time for it. We don't know.
You know what? I hope a lot of y'all women, after seeing these videos, I hope that y'all, the ones that have husbands, I hope that y'all go ahead and y'all do have a baby. Go ahead, have a baby. Have a baby, please. Don't listen to this.
We don't know what's gonna be happening. And the last thing, if everybody gotta start running, and we don't know why everybody running, but everybody just need to start running, and here your ass come pregnant and can't even run. We're not doing it. Not in 26. We gotta do better. And this is the first year we need to have the lowest birth rate in the history of America.
Okay, first of all, you talking about some if everybody's got to start running. It says that in the Bible. But the thing is, when you got the Most High on your side, when you walking in the righteous way and you trying to go the right way, when you are of God, I'm telling you, you won't have them problems. You know, as a matter of fact, God will make sure that you covered in this economy, in your economy. Just saying, y'all be, man.
26, and I'm calling for it right now. Y'all heard it here first. 26, if you was planning on getting pregnant, forget it. If you're already pregnant, we'll let that slide. I don't know why you would have did that, but we're here now. But look, don't come up pregnant in 20. Don't get pregnant in 26. It's a mistake. And I'm telling you
it's
right
a
now,
mistake.
don't to do it and do not.
Wow. Says the evil woman.
Whatever you're going through, as long as you're not pregnant, you'll be fine. All right, you lost your job, sucks, but you're not pregnant. You can cry in bed for 3 days without growing the person inside you. That's a win. All right, heartbroken, brutal, but at least you're not shopping for prenatal vitamins and Googling how much caffeine is legally allowed before your baby comes out jittery. Overdraft fee, traffic ticket, existential crisis, you're fine. Because you're not about to be legally, emotionally, and biologically responsible for a tiny human. Right? Pregnancy is the one plot twist that turns every other problem into a subplot. Right? You could be broke, unemployed, living in your mom's basement.
Bro, y'all don't even understand something. Number one, it's the country that we're living in, number one. What's up, Drinda? This United States of America is run on straight business, okay? You know, of course the economy is high, all the prices is high, but why are you letting that stop you from doing something that you've always wanted to do, which is have a child? Look, now you got the men on here talking about long as you're not pregnant, you'll be fine. No, the truth is, long as she ain't pregnant, then you'll want her. Because a lot of these men, long as she can't get pregnant, you will want her. As long as she's on birth control, you will want her. Shout out to Detroit. Y'all men are just as sick as the women as well. Men don't want children no more either. And this is a sad, sick, disgusting world. These children were brought into this world with the intentions that their parents were going to love them, but yet and still their parents are online actually hating the fact that they even had an opportunity to have them in their, womb.
Eating cereal with water. But if you're not pregnant, you still have options. You can get your life together next week or not, whatever. But if you're pregnant, time's up. Game's on.
No.
There's now a due date attached to your entire existence.
So, and what? So what? You gotta be kidding me, bro. But men running, this man, I'm not gonna say men, this man is running his mouth, but he can't do what a woman can. You can't do what a woman can, which is get pregnant, which is give birth to a child on the due date. You can't do that. A woman can. So why are you even talking? Because the truth is, a lot of these men don't want to be with a woman that can get pregnant. They want to get with women that already has their tubes tied or that is on birth control. They want to make sure that you are unable to conceive. This is sick.
Your life as you knew it will never be the same again. So yeah, whatever you're going through, you'll survive it. Just don't pee on a stick and see two lines, because there's no turning back from that one.
You gotta be, man, I almost said the F word. You gotta be kidding me. Don't pee on a stick and see two lines, bro. Brother. Man, this is just sick. It's sick.
These are my goals for 2026. Number one, I do not want to get pregnant this year. This is in line with not getting pregnant, but I also just want to make sure I definitely do not have a baby next year. I'd like to have 12 periods next year. Thank God I'm not pregnant every single month. I'm looking for that. I'd like the birth rate to decline. Now, this is going to be a collective goal. They're going to have to help me here.
These women are so evil talking about how they want the birth rates to decline. Did y'all read my description before y'all came into the live stream? If not, I encourage you to back out and look. Pull the screen down and hit description. Look at that description. The birth rate in the United States actually declined in 2023. Now, I don't know any updates into 2025, but this is sick. This is sick.
At least 1 or 2% decline in the birth rate. Next one is pretty much a given. I'm going to do this no matter what. But I like to put some things on my list that are just really easy so that at the end of the year when I'm checking everything off, I feel like I've accomplished something, This year I dealt with some pregnancy rumors. One of the best things about this is people are always coming to my profile to check if I'm pregnant, and I just love to give them that little feeling of disappointment every time they check my profile, and I'm indeed not pregnant. I did put some stretch goals on here. These are some things that if they don't end up happening, I won't feel like I've failed this year, but I definitely will have a better year if these happen. Dealing with these pregnancy rumors, at some point I would like to have some abortion rumors. One is going to be the divorce rates going up. The last one here is I would like to be blamed in some capacity for the declining birth rate. I would like some major news organization, maybe it's somebody big on Twitter, maybe it's something as big as Fox News. I would like somebody to come after me for the declining birth rate and blame it on me. This would really make my entire year.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. You are one of the biggest influences right now at this moment. Any other woman that is influencing this type of behavior, the birth rates declining, yeah. Because a lot of women, they so dumbed down. Let's be 100. They're so dumbed down that you're going to influence them that fast. You said the birth rate's already declining because teen pregnancy has reduced significantly. I heard. Women wait to have children and it gets harder to get pregnant and have healthy birth. Well, I don't know where the teen pregnancy has reduced, but I know one thing. A lot of these chicks out here, a lot of these young girls out here are getting knocked up young. Where I'm at, for real.
I'm really hoping that somebody will come after me for encouraging women not to have children. I better see that y'all are also planning not to get pregnant in 2026.
Sick women.
Hey girlies, hold my hand and I say this. In 2026, we only have 2 goals, or 3. Don't die, pass school nicely, and don't get pregnant.
Sound crazy. And finish eating whatever unhealthy food that you've been eating. Demons.
Spirit of a shower out in the name of Jesus. I command you to stand up. Hey, who are you? By fire, by power, you are leaving now. They go anywhere.
Wait, no, sir. No, you can't do that. Nigga, wait, that's the worst. No.
Korean women are dedicated to erasing Korea from the planet because listen to this. I will not give birth to a life that will discriminate against my gender. My own flesh and blood must not become a blade that turned against me. If the world born from my body oppresses me, I will not let that word exist. This is the declaration from the Korean feminists, and they are dead as serious. You know, they started the 4B movement where they rejected marriage, childbirth, dating schmacks with men. And now Korea has the world's lowest birth rate and is indeed projected to be the first country disappearing from the planet due to population decline. You know
see that?
You gotta respect Korean women.
Y'all be the main ones on here talking about some, you know, they just want to depopulate. No, you do. You do. You do. You do. What's wrong with y'all? Yeah, they just want to depopulate, you know, the world with the GMO foods and, you know, they trying to kill all of us off. No, you just want to make sure that you can help depopulate the world by not giving birth to children for your own selfish reasons. You don't want to have children. Do you not know how many women out here really wish that they could bear children? It's women out here that really want to have kids, but they can't. I appreciate it, Drinda. Appreciate the sub.
Vision.
Tell me again why you want to be embarrassed so long.
Just cause.
Now, I already know a lot of y'all are going to be triggered by this because you're going to be talking about, oh, but if everybody thought the same way that you think, and if everybody stopped having babies, then humanity will cease to exist. Or that is a very hurtful thing to say about not bringing boys into the world. Listen, save it. I don't want to hear it. If I see those comments, I'm probably going to delete them anyway, or I'm going to pin them so that people can attack you.
Wow. Do y'all see this evil on YouTube? Do you see this evil on YouTube? She's going to pin your comment so her brainwashed subscribers, you know, evil, wicked subscribers can attack you. Because all her subscribers are women that hate children, just like her. I don't even want to hear what you have to say, ma'am. You just as sick as, you know, that, and that's just, you know, my truth. Hearing you talk. The fact that you even got a YouTube channel and you saying these things is sick.
Savage. She's never gonna talk, so I'm gonna have to deal with that for the rest of.
So the name of this one is this the last video we're gonna do. Single Mothers Are Crashing Out. By Patagabar.
My fucking life. I can't get a fucking job. People are attacking women in New York City left and right. They're about to take away fucking food stamps. Yeah, there's mad reasons to be angry. Mad fucking reasons to be angry, bro.
Welcome back to Single Motherhood Crash Outs, where I, single mom, tell you all the fucked up shit happening in my life, because I can't believe this is my reality, and I know y'all can't believe this is my reality too. After y'all saw me last week, literally sick as fuck, Naya was also sick, and your girl missed 3 days of fucking work, and I have 4 hours of sick pay. Cool. Next order of business. We've got my eviction notice for my apartment, okay? So I've responded to that. The ball is rolling, and now it's just a waiting game. My favorite thing, right? We love another waiting game, so that's what I'll keep y'all on that. The next thing we got going on is I applied for this housing program, had an intake with this housing program, even spoke with the founder of this housing program almost a month ago. She literally told me, and I quote, Kristen, you and Naya deserve a happy ending. Y'all gonna get it. She was like, I'm gonna help you get this apartment. I don't want you to stress anymore. Ask me if I have heard from them. Ask me if I've heard from them.
Now, on top of all of that, also I told y'all that me and Naya were in a car accident. I will disclose and talk about that later, but long story short, Naya and I got hit by a motherfucker on an electric bicycle. You heard that right.
Sounds like you putting Naya through a lot, ma'am. Because you don't have God in your life. Not one time am I hearing these women speak of God at all. They're not. Because they're reliant heavily on government. And just because you're reliant on government doesn't mean that you relying on government assistance. You say I am here for my first time here. Oh, well, if you here, welcome. And we don't celebrate the New Year's, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
Car got hit by a man on an electric bicycle. And this motherfucker is really trying shit, even though he knows it was his fault, but we all know how accidents go, right? We all know how accidents go. And now on top of that, my washing machine in my apartment is still broken, my kitchen sink is still clogged, and my toilet needs to be fixed, but I'm too afraid to go ahead and let maintenance know because of all this stuff happening with my apartment. And I'm just over here trying to
sound like a lot going on with her.
Dory said just
sound like a lot going on. It sound like, you know, you're not letting God in. I don't hear God in this at all. I'm just saying.
Keep swimming. And she's a cartoon animated fish, right? So if it worked for her, it's gotta work somehow, right? But yeah, that's my update. Keep y'all posted.
These demonic Jezebels is wild.
I'm losing my motherfucking medulla. It's literally like top 3 things that really sends me over the roof. And I don't even know if y'all gonna agree, but I wrote them down to go through them. Hearing my name being called a million times. Mommy, me. Fuck that. Call me Tyrone. I'm tired of hearing my own name. Cue card number 2. They always hungry. You just ate, and it wasn't even a small meal. I cooked you a nice, healthy, hefty breakfast, and you still hungry. Then you got the nerve to go in front of people and be like, Mommy, I'm hungry. Like I didn't just feed you. Like I'm starving you. For all that, don't eat. Number 3, the touching. You gave me 67 hugs today. I'm over it. I'm tired of you kissing me. Your lips smell like Cheetos. Straight up butt. Finger stick. I'm over it. I'm literally losing my shit.
Do you hear the demon talking? Do you hear the demon talking? Let's listen more.
Okay? And I know you want the affection, but not that much. And people got the nerve to complain about, oh, you're always overstimulated. Why you say you're overstimulated? I wish I would unlearn this word, overstimulated. Then stop overstimulating us. I don't even know.
God, make them cry. You see that? You see that? This is what I deal with. You see that? Right. You throwing stuff at her. Y'all see that, right?
She pregnant again?
Right.
Ooh, and she pregnant again. She pregnant again. The babies are crying. You got 3 small toddlers. You crashing out in front of them. You pregnant again. You pregnant again, though. The thing is, y'all so weak-minded, y'all can't even raise y'all children. These children are relying on y'all to raise them. You're weak-minded.
Our kid is disrespectful to me, and she want me to take them places. I'm not putting up with it. Sorry. And this is what she does when she don't get her way. This is the way she does when she don't get her way. This what
the hell, man?
I see her having her kids cry.
They want their mom. They want you to stop recording and they want their mother. They want their daddy. They can't get that because y'all too busy giving the internet a show with the little chaos that y'all got going on in the house. Sickos.
She made all the kids cry. No, not going. Not going. Okay.
What the hell? And then she got another newborn. Okay, hold on. Forgive me. I'm not gonna try to say that she's pregnant. It looked like she just had the baby. Yeah, it looked like a hospital band is on her arm as well. So forgive me. It looks like she just gave birth to a baby and she got 3 little toddlers. Her and this guy, you know, they too busy giving the world a show at this point to even get a kids any type of love and affection. I feel so bad for these kids. CPS, where y'all at now? Exactly. You see stuff like this and you ain't gonna do a damn thing but attack the mothers that really care about their children, that really raise their children correctly.
Sorry that you had the kids, but you know, mama.
I had to come to the car real quick because I was crazy and kids in the house. I am tired, y'all. As a single mom for 4, I am tired. Family acting crazy. These kids. Listen, I love my babies. I do.
Okay,
but if you ask 15,000 questions every day, all day. And I have an autistic daughter. She's gonna ask me the same question. And then they make plans that they don't tell me about. And they get upset because we don't do these plans that they don't tell me about. Okay, alright. I'm trying to move, y'all. I'm trying to get help moving. And I just feel like
she got an autistic daughter, so she hates her disabled child as well.
I give so much of myself, time, effort, funds if I got it, advice, anything. But when I finally decide to speak up and ask for help, crickets. It's a few who always gonna reach out to ask, but they can't do it all, right? And, you know, whatever. I'm tired. I'm always giving. I have a huge heart. My mama raised me very well in that department. But I will not, cannot keep giving in any aspect when I'm just being drained and not being poured back into.
They're your children. They're your responsibility. You and whoever else you laid up with. Take care of your children. Stop complaining, bro. But meanwhile, CPS, I need y'all to understand these women are crying out for help. They need y'all to come get their kids from them. They can't take it. Obviously, they don't have no support, you know. They're tired. If they had support, they guarantee you wouldn't even be online talking to me, saying these things.
I want to give up. I'm trying and I'm trying and I'm trying. And I know God has a plan, but can I see the blueprint?
What do you mean? The plan that he has is the journey. It's your life. Your life. Your life is the journey. You're supposed to keep living your life. And I ain't talking about worrying about the economy and, you know, worried about how your children driving you crazy. You're supposed to live your life so you can literally do better in your life every day. You're supposed to become, dang, I got tongue tied a little bit. You're supposed to become a better you every single day. That's why he gives you a chance at life every day, each time that you wake up.
Because, listen, I'm trying.
You ain't trying. You giving up.
I need a break. I wish I had help with these children. But you know, these daddies get to pick and choose. Whatever. So, it's all on us. I'm tired, y'all. And I just need to get it off my chest. That's all. Love y'all.
He talks about how being a single mother will test your faith. I believe in God. I'm very faithful, but I'm steadfast. I'm on a journey. I'm on a spiritual journey. I've always been very spiritual, religious. But I'm at a point now where I'm wondering if it's all smoke and mirrors. Because to see single moms struggling this way and to not send any help, and I believe in God and I know He sends it in the right timing, but I'm struggling to believe in that timing right now because that timing is now. I'm crying in my living room daily, telling you I'm on the edge.
So then you have no
suicide.
faith. Oh, you on the edge of suicide. That's the devil then. The devil is in your life. The devil is leading you. That's why I'm like, is this a mom or I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is. But I'm going to be honest with you. You don't believe in God. You don't believe in God. Because when He testing your faith or whatever, as you say, you say your kids is testing your faith. Your kids is testing your faith. No, it's the devil. You don't believe in God. You gave up. Let's be 100. Because you wouldn't even be online saying these things.
And you are, where are you?
That's the devil.
Where are you?
She crashing out.
Over it. I'm over it because I took my kid out of a toxic situation. God, where is the miracle? Where is the blessing in this? There's not one.
Yep, that's the devil.
Y'all know the only thing that I wish that I chose better daddies for my kids because, come get your kids. I don't get a break. Y'all hear them. This is what I listen to every single day. I don't get a break from them. The only time I get a break is if I think like I'm sick or something, or if I run away or something, then my mom don't have no choice but to keep them. Or if I say I'm depressed or something, go get FMLA and try to get checked into a hospital or something just so I can get a break from my kids.
What the fuck?
I don't know. It's just I chose bad daddies. Not one time, 2 times. Elijah daddy ain't hit no 2 cents. But let me tell you. Okay, so the thing is with Elijah daddy, I knew that nigga won't hit no 2 cents. See, the thing with my other kids' daddy is we was married, we was in a relationship, so I would have never thought that he would be a fucking deadbeat and I had to take care of stuff.
Single mothers, how do y'all do it? Life is life and how you supposed to coast the content, live stream, help people do all this, take care of kids who are ungrateful.
They are literally ungrateful because, anyway, let me let it keep playing.
Still show for yourself like, Jesus! My single mothers, how do y'all do it? Life is life and how you supposed
That is it, y'all. That's it. That's it for the video. I am done. I promise you. I'm done. And it's not because I'm sick and tired of hearing it or whatever. It's just I said what I had to say. I said what I said. You hate y'all children. The truth is, you hate children. You hate your own children. You wish that you never even had the opportunity to bear children. Stop saying that you don't regret your children, because you do. You wouldn't even be online saying these things if you didn't regret your children. Your children are going to come across these videos and they're going to see these things. And they're going to see that you really and truly hated them just like they thought their whole entire lives. Y'all ready to give up on y'all kids. And these kids are so young. You ready to give up on them. Who else they going to rely on? That's why a lot of these women, this is exactly why we see so many children outside roaming the streets alone by themselves at night, because they parents don't care. They actually want them to get out the house. To be honest, back when I was younger, You know, back when I was a teenager, it was a lot of 16 and 17-year-olds getting kicked out of the house. Now it is literally between the ages of 9 and 11 getting kicked out the house at early ages. And y'all just literally leaving them out here in the streets. Especially, well, the city that I live in. Yeah, I appreciate the support from anybody that decided to sub to the channel. If it's genuine, I only appreciate genuine support. So if your support is genuine, I appreciate it. I appreciate the genuine likes if you genuinely like the stream. I appreciate the people that actually stay to really listen. I appreciate the people that don't hate children, that feel for these children. You know? If you subscribe to my channel and you hate children and you wish that you never gave birth to a child, or you as a man, you don't want a woman who already has children, or I mean not already has children, you are a man and you don't want a woman that can conceive because you don't want no kids at all, please unsubscribe. Unsubscribe. Because I don't push that type of hate on this channel. I love children. I got children of my own. And I enjoy every moment of being a mother. Of course, it's going to be hard from time to time. You got to train them up. They don't know. You think that they supposed to come in this world and automatically just know everything? No, you got to help them. You got to teach them. Yeah, man. Y'all need to, like, you know, restart y'all minds. Like I said, I can understand a woman that's not ready to have children right now because she's waiting for, you know, to be with the right person, to get married and have children. I can understand that. I don't understand nothing else. I don't understand nothing else. I could also understand if you have a medical condition. You know what I'm saying? And it can potentially harm the fetus or whatnot. I understand. If it's medical, I understand. If it's the fact that you just waiting for the right person, understood. I literally don't understand women that just don't want to have children for their own selfish reasons. I literally don't understand women that get pregnant, have a baby, and wait 6 years later and say that they regret children and that they don't want no more. You know what? Y'all gonna go straight to hell. Y'all going straight to hell. And that's the truth. Y'all are evil, selfish, flat out. And anybody that's pushing stuff like this, you're evil. And that's a demon that's living within you. That demon is living within you. I'm out.